Do you ever get a sneaky feeling that maybe your partner is kind of using you? We need to talk. Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh for Local Now. I have a PhD in clinical psychology and I'm a professor of psychology. But I've also been writing about the science of love and relationships for many decades. I'm fascinated by the ways that people bond across the lifespan. Recently, there was an article in the British Journal of Social Psychology about how sometimes partners in love relationships aren't there just for the love. They're there for something called instrumentality perspective. That's a bunch of psychologists' psychobabble for simply your partner thinks of you as a means toward an end, an object that they can use, rather than a whole, authentic person that they've welcomed into their life. So what are some of the things that people use each other for? Well, sex is a big one. Money's another one. Social capital. Do you have lots of contacts and connections? Also, career advancement. Do you have contacts in their industry? Are you their boss? Or maybe they're using you for children and reproduction. There are all kinds of reasons. Now, I want to remind you that even a healthy relationship is what we call an exchange of care. And that care sometimes from the outside doesn't always look fair. So it might be, that care might take the form of financial care, sexual care, domestic responsibility care, emotional support, instrumental support if somebody's sick, etc. But generally, in the long run, the exchange of care is fair. But if you've been starting to think that somebody's using you, I want you to ask yourself these kinds of questions. First of all, are you always seeking the approval of your partner? Are you afraid that they'll abandon you if they don't like you and you don't do everything perfectly? That tells me that maybe they're not loving you whole enough for you to feel secure in the relationship. Secondly, do you find yourself not celebrating your own wins, your own accomplishments, because you're afraid that your partner will feel threatened? This is not a healthy relationship. You guys should be cheering on each other. Do you find yourself always making your partner's needs and decisions a priority over yours? Do you have a voice? Are you able to say, no, I want to go to this place on vacation? Do you feel that no matter how hard you try, you can never fully please your partner? You see, this is how the game of manipulation works. In order for your partner to use you for the things they want to use you for, they need to keep you in a place of low self-esteem. And finally, probably the most important question to ask yourself, does your partner take an interest in you and your life? Or is your relationship based on only one thing? Sex, family, money, career, social contacts. Think about it. If you're being used, I want you to reach out to a licensed therapist because you deserve to have a healthy relationship that's interdependent, where people take turns leaning on each other's shoulders. I know that you can do this. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh for Local Now. My content is intended for education and should never be a substitute for work with a licensed therapist. But I'm always here for you on Local Now.